So these are the VR P10 from Soundcore. These are very marketed towards VR use and gaming kind of stuff, but I don't do any of that. But I use them they are great for watching TikTok or anything on your phone and you don't want to deal with latency. And they are perfect for editing, you know, because there's no latency there, like no Bluetooth latency. So as I'm editing this, I realized I didn't really explain why I'm singling out TikTok, you know, as far as the apps that I'm talking about here. And that is because in my personal experience, the apps or the video apps that I use, TikTok is the worst when it comes to video and audio synchronization if you are using Bluetooth earbuds. That's why I'm singling it out. YouTube for the most part is fine, like I can watch something and not be super bothered with most earbuds, and Netflix is also pretty much the same, like video and audio synchronization is pretty good, not to the point where it bothers me at all. But TikTok, for some reason, the lag is so much, and I think it might be because, you know, the kind of content that's on there is very audio visual synchronized focused, like people are dancing, people are doing all this, you know, like you need those two to sync up in order to enjoy, at least for me in my experience. And so it bothers me a lot. That is why it's the app that I'm singling out specifically, because it's what I personally have a problem with when it comes to using Bluetooth earbuds. And I've tried a lot of different brands. I have quite a few, and no matter which brand I use, some might be a little bit better than the other, but it's mostly, for the most part, irritating to me when using Bluetooth earbuds to watch TikTok, because stuff just doesn't sync up right. If you have the same experience, please let me know. I hope it's not just me. But yeah, let me know if you agree with me on that point. But anyways, that's why I specifically was singling out TikTok, you know, when I'm talking about, you know, apps I was trying to mitigate the audio video synchronization. Anyways, let's continue with the video. The reason I was interested in trying this with those two things, like video editing and TikTok, is because they very much talk about latency as the main feature. You know, latency, great latency for gaming and all of that, which is pretty cool. I was like, you know, I wonder if that would work for my case, for my use. And so I gave it a shot. And to my shock, it didn't fix anything first time, because I was connecting to my phone, you know, and my computer just using Bluetooth as normal, and there was no difference at all. Where the difference comes in is when you actually use the dongle that you are given with these earbuds and plug that into your phone. When you do that, your phone will actually think that you have plugged in actual earbuds, like wired headsets. Once you plug that in, it sees it as wired headsets. And then this is what beams the sound to the earbuds themselves. And that is where the latency gets reduced greatly. TikTok videos, clips, and everything just match up perfectly. And then the same thing happens. So when you connect to your computer, usually when you're doing some sort of video editing, you always kind of want like audio synchronization to be perfect. If you do anything that involves that, you don't want any sort of latency. And I have never been able to edit using just Bluetooth earbuds just for that reason, because it's not as easy, or it's impossible to be comfortable with your audio and video synchronization because, you know, this Bluetooth delay. And so I ended up trying this on my computer, plug this in and then use this, and great. Once you plug this into the computer, it sees it as, again, wired headsets. So when you put it in, it thinks, oh, you've connected wired headsets. Then it gives sound to this, or you select it on your computer or your system or whatever, and then this dongle sends the sound to your earbuds, and the latency is almost zero. Like, I couldn't notice at all the latency between the earbuds what I'm playing on the computer and my earbuds when I'm using the dongle right here, which is great. December and most of January, I was on a vacation. I was out of the country. The last few videos that you guys watched before I disappeared, I actually edited those, on vacation. But doing like stuff like that, it does not require me, like usually I would have to bring headsets with me to do any sort of editing because of that latency issue that you get with Bluetooth headphones. But this time, all those videos I edited with these guys right here because the latency is just not there when you have this plugged in, and I don't have to bring another set of headsets. Now, the quality of these is not reference headphones kind of quality, so it's not like you're going to be using this to master a song or master like a piece of audio that you're trying to like tune and fine tune and like to deal with bands like frequencies. Like that's not the kind of work, because these are tuned by Soundcore, and it's not like a flat curve. They are actually a little bit bass heavy, and the highs are also a little bit pushed up a little bit. So it's not perfect for fine tuning sound, but if that's not the kind of stuff you're doing, like just a talking head, like my videos, like here, I wouldn't have any issue just using this just as a reference for what I'm talking about, and just syncing up audio and all of that. Like it's perfect for that case. And now when I'm traveling, these are the ones I bring with me. Like these are just perfect for that use case. I don't have to bring my headphones, my wired headphones, reference headphones anymore, because these solve the latency issue for me, and I'm very happy with them. Now, that's not what they're made for. They're mainly made, like I said, for gaming and VR and all of that. That's why they're like fancy. I actually do love the case. Like this is perfect right here. And they have lights on here, but as you can see, you can turn the lights off. Might not have them off like that, but these can light up and you can make them whatever color you want them to be. But I turn the lights off, and you can use them with the app to do a lot of crazy stuff with it, like tweak it however you want it, you know what I mean? But that's not what I use them for, and that's my use case. I use them they are great for watching TikTok or anything on your phone and you don't want to deal with latency, and they are perfect for editing, because there's no latency there, like no Bluetooth latency. But make sure you are using the dongle to connect to your computer, because if you just connect the earbuds themselves to the computer without using the dongle, you will get the same Bluetooth issues, because that will be a Bluetooth connection. So yeah, I just want to talk about them in that aspect as opposed to VR and gaming, because I don't do that stuff, you know what I mean? But that's what I've been using them for, and I'm very happy. Before we close out, there's one drawback that I want to mention. If you use a case on your phone, the dongle, you might have to either get a new case that allows that thing to fit in without having to take off your case. But personally, the kind of case that I use is a Taurus, but I have to take it off in order for that dongle to fit into the phone here in order to use it, which is kind of annoying. I haven't tried yet like an adapter of some sort, but that might be a workaround. Actually, I think that might be better, unless again you have something like dangling or something. So it is not perfect, but for the use case of being in a crowded area, and I don't really want to just use the speakers of the phone, but I also don't want that lag like I'm on TikTok, I think it's a better trade-off to take off the case, use the dongle, so I can have synchronized stuff that I'm watching on TikTok, but at the same time not have everybody around me see and hear what I'm watching on TikTok. So it is a drawback, but personally, it's something that I'm able to put up with. I'm hoping that maybe the next version, the the dongle is a little bit skinnier and maybe longer a little bit, so it's able to fit in when you are using like, you know, a phone case like mine, which is pretty thin, by the way. So yeah, just something to mention before we close out the video. I just wanted to share that with you guys about these earbuds, the Soundcore VR P10s, because they are pretty sweet earbuds to me, and they are something that I'm now going to be bringing with me every single time that I'm traveling and I'm not doing any sort of heavy audio editing, just syncing stuff up and making a video kind of like this. These would be perfect for that, and I wouldn't have any issues using them. And so I will always be throwing these in my backpack when traveling, just for the sake of using to edit, because why not? Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.